So how did you get into what building websites is your thing?
I got a brain tumor. That's the short
What?
story.
Well, that would explain why a lot of people go into digital marketing,
Well, yeah.
actually.
I mean, probably not the most logical course. Got a brain tumor, going to develop websites. No, I was actually a project manager for technology. I'd done everything in technology, testing, website support.
Look into his eyes. They're the eyes of a man obsessed by
Success.
eyes that mock our sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day.
Sex desire is the most powerful of human desires. When driven by this desire, men develop keenness of imagination, courage, willpower, persistence, and creative ability unknown to them at other times. So strong and impelling is the desire for sexual contact that men freely run the risk of life and reputation to indulge in. When harnessed and redirected along other lines, this motivating force maintains all of its attributes of keenness of imagination, courage, etc., which may be used as powerful creative forces in literature, art, or in any other profession or calling, including, of course, the accumulation of riches. Napoleon Hill.
Welcome to the Little Blue Pill for Business podcast, where it's all about getting it up and keeping it up. And yes, we're talking about revenue and profits. We all know that it's about the 6 inches between your ears. So I interview some of the hottest people in the industry who are blowing and going, helping you get in on some action. So if you like a little tongue in cheek and not just physically, you are in the right place. Today, we are jumping in bed with my most amazing guest, Lori. Lori, thank you so much for being with us here today.
Thank you for having me. I'm so looking forward to this.
Awesome. So give everybody the highlight of who you are and what you do for business.
Who am I? I am Lori Osborne. I am the founder and chief solution architect. I just like to say that because I like my title for BizBolster Web Solutions. And what I do is I build fresh websites primarily for thought leaders. So I focus on those websites being fast, reliable, easy to manage, SEO ready, and human connecting.
And we do like easy on this show, so we will talk about that all day long.
Easy is great.
So how do you get into what building websites is your thing?
I got a brain tumor. That's the short
What?
story.
Well, that would explain why a lot of people go into digital marketing.
Well,
Actually.
yeah. I mean, probably not the most logical course. Got a brain tumor, going to develop websites. No, I was actually a project manager for technology. I'd done everything in technology, testing, website support, documentation, everything but code and build the actual websites. And I changed jobs. I started falling asleep at my desk, and then my left eye started drooping. And I had an MRI and said, guess what? You've got a meningioma, which is a benign brain tumor. The only reason they did surgery was to get it off of my drooping eye, which then nicked my carotid and caused a nice brain bleed, causing my left eye to go mostly blind. Basically, after all this turmoil, because I was supposed to be back to work in 2 to 4 weeks.
What?
Did not happen. And I went, you know what? I cannot go back to the corporate world and deal with the high stress of IT. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to work again at all. So I mean, it's really hard to look at a computer when your left eye is trying to see and you see double. I saw double vision for a year.
Wow.
So I basically just sat down and I cannot not be productive.
Mhm.
So I really just played until I found something I loved and went, oh my gosh, why have I not been doing this my entire life? And once I could see again, I just ran with it.
Right. And so I got to know, at what point were you thinking, I could have just lived with the droopy eye? Some people fight so hard to make everything right. And it's like,
yeah,
she kind of wasn't that bad.
probably about the time I opened my eyes and went, why what I could see is there was like the shape of I call it like a diving dolphin
Yep.
coming down my eye, because it was like the stretch of what I could see. Can't see over here, can't see over here. And I had a second surgery because they actually still needed to move the tumor, I guess is all you
Right.
can say, because it's part of the carotid artery. It's not
Right. You're not.
removable.
Mhm.
And I guess when I was waking up, I love my neurosurgeon to death. He's the most positive person in the world, which you do not find with surgeons.
Yeah.
But I guess when I was waking up, they asked if I could see, and I said yes. I'm sure I was completely out of it.
Your eyes are closed. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, for like the next 2 weeks, he's like, well, you saw when you woke up, so I know it's coming back. I know it's coming back. And eventually it was like, dude, it's 9 years later, it's actually trying to come back, but
Wow.
the headaches. Oh my God, the headaches. But yeah, so yeah, there have definitely been times that I'm like, yeah, we might have just left it alone and been fine. But then but you can't see it. See, and I'm very
Right.
vain. So, I'm not sure that I would like want to walk around with like,
Oh, it looked like you had Bell's palsy kind of thing.
well, and I couldn't see at it. I mean,
Um,
it was like the eyelid was drooping and, it just,
right.
so at least you can't tell. That's,
No,
whatever.
not at all. But I think it's a great story in that, one, everybody goes through things and we think it's kind of the end of the world, and it it really is a showstopper. Like everything stops. We know
Yeah.
it. We've been through it, and your ability to be able to come back and bounce back from it and bounce back better than ever, I think, is an important lesson, especially if people are just hitting that wall right now. That it's like, hey, it's okay. We've all done it. We get it. Like the wall's different for everybody, but the ramifications and how you feel
Yeah.
about it has a lot of similarities, and the getting through it is very
Yeah.
similar too.
I could have just easily given up, and I could have just sat on Social Security disability and done nothing for the rest of my life. My husband, when we moved to Florida, every day he's like, go to the beach, go to the beach, go to the beach. I'm like, no, it's 8 to 5. I need to be doing something productive. Crazy. But, sometimes stubbornness and the need to be productive and not be lazy can prevail.
I'm thinking going to the beach is pretty active, and that'd be kind of awesome. That's funny. So fast forward in your business, going through things now, that drive for productivity has helped you help a lot of people their drive for productivity too. Talk to me about kind of who you help and who's your ideal client, who you have the most fun with.
Who I have the most fun with. I like that
Yeah.
last part.
Yeah.
I don't have to work with women. I work with a lot of great men, but I do love working with women. We just have a different way of looking at things a lot of times. But thought leaders are really where my passion is, coaches and authors and speakers, because I think our personalities are so similar. I get them. And they seem to really understand that, like a website specifically, you have to talk to your audience. And most of the time, by the time they come to me, they know who their audience is and they know that they need to talk to that audience. But I just seem to have a real click with thought leaders. But that doesn't mean that's the only people I work with lots and lots of different types. One of my favorite clients is local, and I built her a massage therapy website. Well, she's getting to that age where you can't do massage your entire life, and she had to look at what's next. And she moved to hypnotherapy, which she's doing both now. And she's like, okay, we got to redo my website. And it was kind of fun taking a massage website to a hypnotherapist website,
Right.
just same website, same URL, just completely different look. So
Well, and it does talk to the pivots. Things change, and people oftentimes don't know how to redirect their attention to that new audience, or better yet, redirect the attention of that new audience to them. So it definitely helps to have somebody like you in their corner to be able to make that connection. It's not just, hey, I don't want to do massage anymore, so I'm doing hypnosis. Hey, you want to come see me?
Yeah, right,
That whole story doesn't quite translate as well.
right, right. You're doing massage and go, hey, you want some hypnotherapy? Oh, although I must say, my favorite massage therapist that I used for God, 15 years in Colorado, she didn't mm, she went to school for counseling, and we
Yeah.
would actually do like heart-centered therapy during massage.
They are the best massages for sure.
Yeah.
For
Well,
sure.
yeah, it
But
was
it's
so
definitely a
powerful.
different messaging
Right.
to get you
Well, and
there.
I'm one of those, I talk the entire time through the massage anyway, so we might as well talk about something that's going to help me,
Exactly.
opposed to me just babbling.
I'm one of the ones that falls asleep and I was like, okay, just wake me up in the morning. Just roll me off into a corner somewhere. I won't even notice. You stick in a closet. I'll wake up in the morning.
Yes,
Open the
there you
place for
go.
you. It's all good.
I'm sure I miss out on the maximum benefit of massages because I don't shut up. But I also get really close to my massage therapist. My massage therapist in Colorado actually married my husband and I. She was our officiant. That's
That
because
wasn't the
I was
direction I
so
thought you were taking that conversation. She married your husband. What? That's a
she was
really
just
close massage
I just
therapist.
had such yeah, I didn't share my husband with her. No.
Right place to
I
do it.
did, but not in that way. Right.
Exactly. That's awesome. So talk to me about the sexiness of websites, because there really is a fun, sexy part of it. When you start to get into it and play with it, it's a blast.
It
That's what I
is.
loved.
It be too. It is. I love like my most favorite websites just they fully capture the personality, and like Julie Jones is a great example. She is 6 foot something, two, I think. She's tall, she's gorgeous, she's got the biggest personality I have ever met in my entire life. She used to be a cop, which just blows my mind. But
She's
I had
awesome.
so much fun building her website because I'm like, oh, I am going to capture Julie Jones, which is very hard to take 6 foot magic and put it on a page. But I love her website because it is sexy. I think and it's fun and it's real and it's authentic. And one of the things I pride myself on is I have templated websites that I sell really inexpensively for specific industries. But all my other websites, they don't, and even those don't look exactly alike. But my websites don't look like each other at all. I don't have like one way I build them. I build them by how can I best put this person out there to how can I capture Julie Jones energy and put it on a website? I have two really, really favorite websites, and that is absolutely one of them because I feel like I was able to do that.
Peeps, if you don't know Julie Jones, go and check her out. She's phenomenal. She was on the Little Blue Pill, so you can also check out the other episodes.
There you go. It's juliejones.biz.
Yep, a biz. She is super fun. Awesome.
Oh,
And
she
what was
is.
your other favorite one?
Oh, I knew you were going to say that. I can
Mhm.
never say his name, and I couldn't even give you the URL.
Okay.
It's Austin.
Our secret client.
Well, yeah, he's also local here in Yulee, Florida, Amelia Island, Florida. He is a son of a therapist client I had, and he's going to school for chiropractic, and he's a what is the really big sport? Pickleball. He's like was getting like credentials, like
I'm
getting
going
backing.
NBA. I'm
Yeah,
going-
like he's
Pickleball.
getting
Yeah, that's it.
credentials to be like a professional. I'd never even heard of pickleball when I first started working with him. And then he started this like high five tribe to teach people how to better take care of themselves. But he had this really fun turquoise logo, and he's young, he's in his 20s. So I went out for I'm gonna have to find the URL now. I'm gonna have to pull it up just
Okay. Well, while you're
because
hunting and pecking for that one, you also have 2 books behind you that I'm very curious about. What are those?
those are the Art of Connection books.
Mhm.
We're actually on the 5th book now. I'm so glad
Mhm.
you asked because I love this community in these books. we're really calling it's like the new chicken soup for the soul, because it's amazing. It's 365 days of. The ones behind me are gratitude and transformational quotes. This year's is abundance quotes. So we get 300 plus authors to do a page a day, and it's really interesting, fascinating quotes, thoughts, and questions. And
Nice.
this year I'm really excited because I built a directory for the authors it's through Robert Jones from Mind Entrepreneur Network. And I built a directory. So we're going to now be able to network these 1,300 plus authors over 5 years to be able to find each other, which is going to be
Nice.
really, really awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
I do think connection is the information age kind of thing, that we've moved into an age of connection, because I think once upon a time, I mean, it was very normal to feel connected to people because you're around them all the time. But I think we're getting to a different level of find your tribe, find the people that you can resonate with, actually, cry, hurt, laugh, do all of those things together, and that it's okay. It's not just about the facade, and your neighbors don't need to know about that, and blah blah blah, the secrets and facades. It's just wide open. Hey, this is who I am. Love me or hate me, I don't care. It's like, let's just
be authentic, be real. Like that. I speak a lot, and I love to speak on stage, and that's what I usually hear from people is they're like, you're like a real person, because I just tell it like it is. Like, I'm not going to BS you. I'm not going to try to convince you of something that I'm going to do something that I can't do, or like if I don't know something, I'm like, I don't know how to do that, but I'm going to figure it out, and I'm not going to charge you while I'm learning it. Like that's on me, but and I'll let you know if I can't, just out. All right, I found the website. Yeah. It's Austin. I can't believe he's a client, and I still can't say his last name very well. I can't even say it. It's TCHIKATILOV.com. Austin Chikadtilov.
say it really fast.
I'm sorry, Austin. If you ever see this, I am sorry that.
Well, with those first 3 letters, I'm assuming it's Russian or something.
And he doesn't have his mom's last name, so.
We're so American. It's like, oh, we'll just change your last name to Terry. You're now Austin Terry from now on.
Why didn't we just do Austin T?
Right?
I think I tried to talk him out of using his full name as the URL, and he didn't want to do it because you have to know him to find his website, because you can't spell it otherwise.
Right. There are times, people, when having your name branding isn't the best out there. Just saying.
All right, dogs. Seriously, can you hear them?
No.
Oh, you can't? Oh, I have really good noise canceling.
You do.
Okay. Yeah, these dogs people are delivering things.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay. I'm going to shut my door really, really quick.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Keep talking.
I know how to edit.
You should. Goodness. Move, dog.
Or we just leave it in the show and
there you go.
Show us a
crazy
puppies.
Woman shutting the door because her dogs won't shut up.
I love me some good puppies on the show.
They just don't care when you're on. They don't care. They don't pay attention when you're talking.
Oh, well, mine gets excited because I'm getting excited. It's like, oh, you're talking? You must be having fun. What are we doing now?
Well, these two always want to play right when my husband and I have a conversation. Like that, it's like they're cued to, we need to, and they can't play without barking at each other.
Right? It's because there's dead silence in the house all day long. And then all of a sudden, people are talking. This is playtime, right? Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. Well, it's not like, it just reminded me of a radio show, a call-in radio show I heard once upon a time. And it was calling in about moments in bed and your pets. And one girl goes, it's really hard to get honey out of cat hair. And they're like, pardon? Well, cat came in while they were playing with the honey, and they got honey in the cat's hair. And I was like, honey everywhere, all over the house, all over everything.
Oh my God. I guess the cat got involved, and they're like, well, whatever, we're busy.
little busy right now. Kind of don't care.
Wow. Hard to get honey. I would have, yeah, that would not have occurred to me.
It's awesome. And it was on primetime radio. So I'm sure there's a couple of kids going, why is the cat talking?
Oh, wow. Wow. Well, why would they even talk about animals
in
were they just talking
moments.
about animals in bed, or were they talking about animals
I
in
think
bed?
it was just like animals, in general. Have your animals ever done anything weird, showing up in podcasts and, calling across the TV? And yeah, well, and there was the
Wow.
cat moment.
Oh, man.
I thought it was
Bleep,
hilarious.
bleep, bleep, bleep.
I don't know. Ask your mother.
It wasn't a little blue pill show for sure.
Exactly. I'm allowed to say it.
That's right. That's right.
Hilarious.
I love it.
So peeps, if you have any sites that you have cats and honey and you're wondering how to make the best website for that, or any ingredients that get honey out of cat hair, talk to Lori.
Yeah,
she'll help you build that website. New product
There's some
launch.
thought leaders out there that have some thoughts on how-tos. There you go. We'll just do a how-to website. I love it.
It's awesome. Awesome. So I love it. And give us an example of a Cinderella story of one of your clients. Why did they tend to come to you, and what's going on with kind of what does it look like to work with you? What's that interaction and kind of the fun stuff that happened?
So, I'm going to go back to Julie Jones. Just because so I hate saying this because I know you develop in WordPress, but you also know I'm not a fan of WordPress. So I take a lot of people off of WordPress, and Julie Jones was one that hers was bad, like hacked, taken
there
over.
There are bad.
Website
there are definitely
gone.
bad sites.
Website's gone. I thankfully there's a tool out there called Wayback Machine. So I was able to look at it I think I was able to glean a tiny bit from the past, but she was so frustrated with, she found her web developer through BNI, and that always frustrates me because people in BNI feel like they have to use whoever's in the group and not even figure out if it's the right fit. And it wasn't the right
fit is very important when it comes to web development websites. That is probably the biggest thing. It's got nothing to do with BNI. It's got nothing to do with WordPress. It's asking questions and finding the right fit. I always tell people, ask 3 times more questions than you spend $1. It's so important to figure out who the right fit is, because it's that wrong fit that makes everything wrong. It's not about the technology. It's not about the anything.
And it's like being in a really bad marriage if you get the wrong person, because websites are not built overnight and they shouldn't be built one and done. So, I mean, this is a partner. This is someone you're going to work with hopefully for years. So yes, that's a very good way to put it, because I mean, I just heard a story just today. Someone spent $20,000 or the equivalent thereof. It might have been a trade on a website they hate. And I'm like, I don't even comprehend that personally. Like, how do you get to that point that you spent that much money and you hate it? But
it's like spending that much money on a prostitute and going, well, that sucks.
Oh, but you don't know they suck until you're far into it.
Try it, I guess.
Probably.
I guess.
And maybe that's what, the deal is with the website.
New definition of one and done.
Yeah. And that is definitely going to be a one and change. Yeah. So basically, that's where I start is, we can start all over, or we can fix what you've got depending on, how bad it is, or how bad you want off your current platform, or, what makes more sense financially. So as far as working with me, it always helps when I know, I knew Julie Jones, but I didn't know Austin that well. And I feel like I still was able to capture his personality. Well, I know him. I just can't say his name to save my life, but I know him.
Hi, honey. How you doing? What's my name? I don't know.
Austin T. I am going to reach out to him after this and go, you really, really need to change your URL. Seriously, dude.
You can have both.
I
You
can't
can have
even
both.
share
It's
it.
not that expensive to get another URL. It really isn't.
Oh, it even has like, I think he has like Dr. Austin, but it might be Dr. Austin with his last name. But anyway, so my first goal is to just get to know the person, because I am not going to be able to represent them properly if I don't know them at all, and then their audience and their
Well, and
brand.
especially in a site like this, when you're dealing with people, coaches, thought leaders, you really are your brand at that point. There is nothing else that is your brand. Nobody cares about your systems. Nobody cares about your education. They don't care what you're doing. It's who are you? How do you come across? What's it like dealing with you? And do I want to deal with you? And that first impression off that website, you're not dealing with hundreds of thousands of people coming to your site and downloading opt-ins and needing uptime, blah, 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 blah. I mean, you need uptime, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's not like you're weighing it down with a schwacka video that hundreds of thousands of people are watching. You need to have that personality come across. It comes back to those points that you were talking about. And if that's where you're at in business, that's where your website needs to be too.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So we, once we get going, I would never have someone get to the end and say they hate their website, because
Wow.
I have them seeing it multiple times along the way. Do you like this design? Does this general, no, don't like that? Okay, well, let's change it. I don't want to get all the way to the end and have them go, oh my God, I hate it. Because I also guarantee I will not go live until you love your website.
Mhm.
Now, I'm not going to like send a questionnaire and go, I promise I love my website. But, if I see some concerns, or if someone's like, or they're, not excited at all,
If
like,
they're tied to the chair when they're giving that video,
you
swear I love
will
my video.
say you love your or else.
If her testimonials look a little staunch,
They were not given
maybe
a
any other
gunpoint.
website.
They were not given a gunpoint. I swear.
Everybody's gonna look at every testimonial differently now. It's like, are they tied to that chair?
Probably. Yeah, no. As far as I know, I don't have anybody that's ever hated their website. Hopefully that's still true.
Nice.
Unless they went in and did something to it that they don't like,
Yeah, usually it's when they go in and start screwing around with stuff, and it's like, I messed up.
Well, and one of the things that I really promote in why I get people off of WordPress is I want small business owners, people that don't necessarily have the resources, or they just want to go in and change a word or two or swap out a picture. I put them on a very easy platform. And I put my business name at the bottom. And my admin asked me once, are you sure you want to do that? Because sometimes these people go in and they make a very nice website, not very nice anymore. And yeah, but I feel like my name still needs to be there. But that is the downside to me giving them the tools and giving them everything they want, that they could go in and totally destroy everything that I did. And once in a while,
the advantage is if you see one of those sites with Lori's name on it, just call Lori back and go, hey, your client's been messing with your stuff.
Well, I have one client, there's a nonprofit, and they changed ownership. They changed the president,
management, whatever.
And totally botched something. And I just reached out and said, I use your website as an example a lot. I'd really like to make sure it looks great. When you make a big change, would you just let me know, and I'll go in and make sure it's perfect? Like, no big deal. My service for free, because I want to be able to represent myself with your website. And they're like, sure, absolutely.
Nice. There you go. Added benefits. We like friends with benefits. That works.
Absolutely.
Especially in business.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely.
I love it. I know our listeners are going to want more from you, Lori. How did they start that journey with you?
Please go to my website, bizbolster.com. And if you want a little extra, you can go to bizbolster.com/VIP gift for you. And there's dashes all through those words. I think you'll provide the URL. And you can get my ebook and a couple of pretty long training videos on the basics of websites and the basics of SEO.
Nice. So, peeps, if you want a happy ending, go talk to Lori. When it comes to your website, everybody wants a happy ending.
Yes. And set up a discovery call. Let's talk. Let's see if we connect, because again, that's what it's all about. If you can't stand me, then we're not going to be a good partner, and vice versa. So let's make sure it's a good partnership.
Nice. I love it. I love it. I love it. So we will, of course, have all of Lori's links in the show notes. Go ahead and scroll down, open up in a new browser because we're not done yet. You know how this works, peeps. Awesome. So, Lori, how do you get it up and keep it up in business?
By doing what I love. I mean, that's really, I don't even have to try. There were so many times in corporate world where I did not even want to do anything, but I really, really love what I do. And I look forward to getting to my desk and working. I don't feel like it's work. I mean, I really don't. And that's what they say, if you love what you do, it'll never feel like work. And so I don't even have to think about it. I mean, even when I've had times I've been sick or injured or whatever, like, this is what I want to be doing. So
love it. Love it, love it, love it. You've been absolutely awesome. Any last pillow talk for our peeps?
I would just say two things. Follow your passion, do what you love. And secondly, once you're doing what you love, let's build a website to represent it so that people will find you and use you so you can make money doing what you love.
Let people use you. There you go.
That's right.
Awesome. Lori, thank you so much for being here. I love it. It's been fabulous.
Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. It's been a blast spending time with you.
Peeps, this is Michelle Nedelec, your mistress in business. Thank you for being here. Be sure to subscribe to the show and invite your friends so I can help you get it up when you need me, because I love having you here. Thank you for listening to the Little Blue Pill for Business podcast with your mistress in business, Michelle Nedelec. Why are you still here? Go to littlebluepillforbusiness.com and get your goodies. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to share it with somebody else that you know would enjoy getting it up in business after you subscribe to the podcast, of course, so you won't miss any future episodes. Now, check the notes for links. Oh, and only tell your wife if she's into this, entrepreneurship. And I'll see you both on the other side.